Hey there, welcome to the studio. Thanks so much for joining our newsletter. And I want to say a huge thank you if you submitted for issue 5. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you sending in your work. I know that comes at a cost, and I know it sometimes feels really vulnerable. So thank you for extending yourself and trusting us with your stories. I know it just means a lot to us, and I know it meant a lot to you to do it. So I appreciate you a ton. The team is going through edits right now, slowly but surely. We will get to the bottom of the pile, and we'll let everyone know where that has landed. So anyway, real quick from here, we have Creative Catapult coming up. It launches soon. The workbook showed up. It looks so good. I'm really excited about this one. If you are interested in jumping in with us, we have a mega deal going on in this newsletter. So class starts on March 20th, and there's no reason to keep delaying. If you have a creative idea that you just need somebody to hold you accountable for, I would love to partner with you, and so would the other women in the class. It is unbelievable to see how much you can accomplish in 9 weeks when you just have somebody saying, all right, I'll meet you there. So I hope that you jump in and join us. It doesn't matter if you've been creating for a long time or a little amount of time, whatever it is, you can bring any creative idea that you have. So, and then the last thing going on in the studio is we are about to really do a push to get Space to Create retreat full. This is going to be a really easy, low-key weekend where you can just sneak away April 12th through the 14th. And we're actually going to hop in my car. It is low-key. We're going to share food responsibilities, and it's just an opportunity to get to this beautiful spot in Nebraska, but not flat Nebraska. It is like Black Hills feeling. It is so pretty. So make sure to join. That's a cheap weekend, and we just want it to be a bunch of fun and easily accessible. So as far as inspiration goes, for this newsletter, I'm going to just quickly go through some of the things that happen in my sketchbook, and then I want to share this reference. This is on my it's called Imagine a Forest, and it is on my bookshelf. As you can tell, I'm drawn to this work because this is a lot of the style that I like, but it's just fun to see how different people do it. So hop on over to that side with me now. All right, we'll start with the sketchbook. This one is a sketchbook from Sugarboo. It has these handmade pages, so I thought it might just be fun to kind of see some of the things in my sketchbook. This is page 1. It's always hard to start with. This is not my favorite. Silly Gal, the blueberries, exploring the color. This is some of my really old work. I still like it, but you can just tell it's an older one. Sometimes I'll just paint a solid background so that it's ready to go so I can add something to it. So these are both works in progress. I'll add more details to these flowers here in the next few weeks. Bird and some more flowers. I'm super inspired by the Dala horse, but I can never quite get it. So this is one of my attempts. It's not my favorite, but I'm going to keep playing with it till I find one that I like. Here I was exploring with just a monochromatic palette, trying some different flowers. Ink. I was at a beach in Oregon and painted this one just with the shells that were around me. It was fun to see the different line work that was happening in the shells when you observe it. This is outside of my normal. Again, just kind of trying to play with different background patterns and just explore some more graphic designs as opposed to just always going with the flowers on this side. Here we have more florals. Submarine. This one has not come together. I was just trying to play and I don't feel inspired by it, so I need to either erase it or do it. This is actually a fish. This is a work in progress. I go up to an abbey 4 times a year, and on their platform up there they've got this fish, so I just drew it. So it's not complete yet, but here we have changed the orientation, messed with this scripture, and just more ink. Watercolors, flowers. We've got different things that I'm learning. Keys, those seem to come up often. The sardines, this actually ended up becoming one of a block print that I did. It was just, I don't know, I've been having fun playing with those. So a butterfly on this side. This is when I just need to process but don't want to think. I often will draw shapes like this and play around with those. Have another floral pattern coming together. There's that. This was for the watercolor challenge that we did recently. This one I need to finish. I love this strawberry. I like this one, but I need to finish that one up. I like how rich the textures are here. I'm trying to push myself this year to not do things that I'm comfortable with. So exploring more of the fruits. This is a new design for me. This was a mountain range that I was at. This is a mixture too of both. There's pencil in there as well as the watercolors. This is a graphite pencil that I just then got wet. During Creative Catapult, we also, this is part of the watercolor challenge, sorry. This is the one for Creative Catapult. I was doing a sketchbook challenge of
things on my desk. These are just some of the paintings that were coming together. I'm bummed that happened. Need to paint over it. But my black wing pencil, my short ones that are always around. Let's see, more or less of the same. Trying some of the Danish work where that's, see the symmetry and see those mimicked. Again with trying a new background, got my pencil. More of that Danish design where you see it mimicked again, just the repeating all the directions. This is outside of my comfort zone. I can't say that I enjoy working this way. I appreciate the design, but I don't think I like doing it. So I don't know how much more of that. I'll keep wrestling with it because it's never hurts to push yourself. Here, this cabin, the quote here says, "Warmed by a small but sturdy fire." It's out of a movie, not Madeline. Shoot, I'll come back to that. It'll come into my brain. But yeah, just trying to get the smoke coming out of there. Different birds. Matilda, sorry, it's the Roald Dahl book, Matilda. There we go. That took a minute too long. More flowers. Playing with some of these shapes where they say things in the bottom. This guy is going to come together. I'm excited for him. Kind of a stylized person. Got the grapefruit kiss soda pop container. More of the landscapes. This one I don't like, but it's in here. Aren't we hard on our sketchbooks? And that's it for this one. So I'm going to keep working on it, but excited to show you pages to come. Now I just want to quickly show you this book. This is one of my favorites, Imagine a Forest. This gal, Dinara, she just has this lovely book. It's a nice reference for me. Oh shoot, you can hear my dog. But a lot of her work I resonate with, but I actually don't personally really enjoy using red as much as she does. So it's been neat to see how her designs almost always incorporate red. But you can see how her work has definitely inspired I think we have some things that are pretty similar style, and then some of them I am very inspired by stuff that she does. You can see her horses, so stylized. Her people, the shapes of their bodies are just so fun. How she's playing with the proportions and the bird shapes are just all over. She really gets more into some of the magical creatures, which I don't ever really do, but still fun to look at. And then some of her homes, I find myself always drawing houses. So it's interesting to see that she's also interested in some of the like Russian homes and adds some of these details that just have some folk art nostalgia to them. Anyway, if you're looking for a fun book, this is one that finds its way into my life here and there. I'll reference it and just kind of dream into it. It's a fun book. Hope you've enjoyed this.
Alrighty, well that's all for now. I just thought you might enjoy hearing a little bit about what's happening here in the studio, and I hope some of this is something that you can use and feels inspiring to maybe even get to work in your sketchbook and just to play well. So anyway, thanks for joining us for this newsletter, and I'll see you soon.